Welcome to another episode of Make It Make Sense podcast. And today I am with Miss beautiful Katrina Peele. Welcome to the show, Katrina.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell people who you are and what you do.
I am a tax professional with the Moon Group. We are more than just tax preparations, but I am also the director of outreach. So we are passionate about entrepreneurship with youth as well as educating about the tax industry.
I absolutely love it. Don't you love her spirit? It is so cool. Okay, so today they have a cool topic. And so this is what I'm excited about because, I think of me in my skinny days, hot girl summer days. So today, okay, so let me get on track. So this episode is we're having a hot girl summer and we're going to stay focused. So today we're driving into the world of business and taxes and some hot tips to keep you on track. Joining us, we got Miss Katrina, who is a seasoned tax professional. And baby, let me tell you, we got questions that we're going to make this lady make us understand what their mind is. Because, remember we had Miss Deidre telling us all about Uncle Sam. So now this is from another level from what Miss Deidre has already taught us in the past. So I am so happy you're here because we got a lot of questions for you.
Okay,
are you ready?
Let's get started.
All right. Okay, so going into question number one. We're outside and the summer is summering. And it's easy to lose focus on the goals. So in today's economy, why should someone consider starting their own business?
Starting your own business is very rewarding. It's okay to be an employee, but during the summertime, sometimes we want to make a little extra money. We might have gig economy. We might have an independent contractor job. We might decide we want to be our own boss. We want to make our own money. We want to have that flexibility to work when, where we want. And starting a business has its own tax benefits.
All right. So I love that. Absolutely love that. So, okay. So let's elaborate. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm too girl for the hot girl summer, I guess. Okay. So what about, so you said it's rewarding. Why is it more rewarding than to try to do the hustle and bustle of your own when you could just go to a 9 to 5? What makes that so rewarding?
Having the freedom. Sometimes in a hot girl summer, we might want to go out with our friends. We might want to travel. We might want to explore remote working. We might want to be an influencer. We might want to do all these things that we don't like to the confines of a 9 to 5 with someone telling us where to report at this time and ask permission. Can we take off if we have a family or if we need to care for our kids or our aging parents? And so sometimes to still earn that money, becoming our own boss is the right solution for us.
I absolutely love it. Oh, I love her spirit. I told y'all. But look at here. Okay, so now the tax benefit deduction and the ordinary necessities of doing business and expenses and all this kind of stuff. So do your company actually help with those items?
Well, the Moon Group Tax and Accounting Solutions, we are more than just tax preparation. For entrepreneurs, or we have bookkeeping services, we have business formation services. We have for if you are an LLC owner, if you need assistance with the new BOI requirements, we have lots of services to help at any stage of entrepreneurship or specific tax needs.
Now, what's BOI?
Beneficial ownership information.
Okay.
That's a new document that LLC owners are required to prove who owns that business.
Wow, that's new on me too. So how would this might be something that probably later down the line, but how do I show the IRS or whoever's asking for it that I am a business?
You can make an appointment with the Moon Group and Tax and Accounting Solutions, and we will walk you through that process to be able to file that paperwork. And it is important that because it is a requirement, there is a fine in 2025 if LLC owners do not comply.
Woo! Okay, do y'all hear that? This is something you need to contact the Moon Group about, because I know a lot of people didn't know this, because this is the first time I've heard about it. And so I think this is the main reason why you should contact the Moon Group, because you want to be in compliance. You don't want to lose your business because you don't know what you don't know. But you learned here today with the Moon Group. So now you can't say you don't know. You need to get on the phone. You need to go to the website that's provided and call and find out about these services. Because
saving you money, because the fine is $500.
Oh my God, get ahead of you need to get ahead of the crowd. You need to get ahead of the crowd and make this happen. This is a hot topic here. So let's go to the second question. All right. Okay, so staying focused means becoming knowledgeable about what is right for your situation when starting a business. So what's the difference between business entities?
Well, depending where you are in your entrepreneurship journey, sometimes we just need just a baby step, which is sole proprietorship. That's the easiest entity. You go down to your city hall, you apply for a business license, boom, you have started in business.
Okay.
The second entity is a partnership, because sole proprietor is one. Partnership is two or more.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a sole proprietorship. They're easy. However, there is no liability protection if you choose to start. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say liability protection, that means that in society, things happen. Somebody wants to sue. If you start your business and you're only an LLC, if you're only a sole proprietor or partnership, let's say you started a side hustle and you're doing lawn care and something happens and it chips somebody's windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Sole proprietor partnership, somebody wants to sue, they can sue you. They can sue you for your house. They can sue you for your car. It passes through. You are the business when you are a sole proprietor or in a partnership. The next business entity, LLC. We see that everywhere on social media. We see ABC Lawn Care, LLC. And that does that provides you a little bit more liability protection. It is just like you have birthed your business. So your LLC has a name. It has an identification number called an EIN, which is like a social security number for a business. And it develops its own identity. You can establish business credit, you can exist, and it provides you that protection. So if it's that same accident that may happen, somebody wants to sue, they would maybe try to sue the LLC, where you as an individual person has a little bit more protection. The next business entity is a corporation.
Okay.
And corporation, that's for a larger business entity. You can make an appointment. It's okay if you don't know which business entity is right for you right now. And so with a corporation, there are two types. There's an S Corp and a C Corp.
Okay.
And so that's why you would get knowledgeable information to decide which entity is best for the tax situation that you have.
Nice, absolutely. This girl is knowledgeable, isn't she? She's full of knowledge, girl. I'm gonna have to put you in my back pocket. So now this information is very vital, because now we decided to start our business. Now we know what type of business we should try to pursue for, right?
Yes.
And so from what I'm hearing, the LLC is probably the best way to go, unless you are big enough to be a corporation.
Correct. You want to have that protection. You want to protect what you have. You want to keep what's yours. And that's important, because what's yours is yours, and what belongs to the business belongs to the business. But what is yours means that my Uncle Sam also what's his.
See, we learned about Uncle Sam from our Aunt Deidre.
Teacher will tell you Uncle Sam likes his money. He gives you the freedom
Boy,
to go and make your money, but you have to give Uncle Sam what belongs to him.
absolutely. So, yeah, we know about Uncle Sam. Okay, so we got our third question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're good, girl. I love it. Okay, so tax season is year round. Tax preparation is between January and April. How does year round tax planning for individuals and small businesses owners help us to stay on top of their taxes?
Well, Moon Group Tax in the County, we are taxes 365. And so for individuals, tax planning could look like if there's a change in your situation. Sometimes, hot girl summer, you fall in love, you get married, you change from being single to married, filing jointly. Hot girl summer could be you went from married, filing separately to head of household. Hot girl summer could mean that there are a whole lot of things that are going on. But for tax planning, what we are noticing is that sometimes people need planning or guidance when they are at the end of their tax preparation season and they don't know why they owed. Sometimes they may have changed a job, they may have leveled up and got something and got to tax season and realized they didn't fill out their paperwork correctly and there was not enough withholding or there was no federal withholding taken out during the entire year. And that is really common that we've seen on some of our tax preparations. So tax planning helps you to decide what your strategy is. We have a strategy on how to build our credit. We have a strategy on how to maintain our cars. But when it's time for taxes,
We don't have a
we
strategy.
don't have a strategy. That was before this episode.
I'll see. Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
So what we have at the Moon Group, one of the services that we have is called a paycheck checkup. And that's what we suggest if you owe at the end of your tax season. We will ask you for maybe 2 or 3 of your latest pay stubs, and we will analyze and look at how much withholding have you had. Sometimes it's not taken out. You may have had some cost of living increases, and then the tax withholding didn't match that. And so when it's tax preparation season, lots of people want to know, get the biggest refund.
Yeah.
No. Really, all that is giving Uncle Sam an interest-free loan. So tax planning actually helps you to decide if you do want to get a refund. Sometimes people will have it taken out so that they can get a lump sum to maybe go on a vacation, put a down payment on a house. They may use that tax strategy to help them with startup costs for a business. Tax planning could also be that you decide you don't want to give Uncle Sam, now that's my uncle, but you might decide you don't want to give him all of that money during the year. Your tax strategy may be that you want to break even.
Oh, I love it.
So tax strategies, that's planning for individuals. For businesses, tax planning could look like compliance, right? So busy in working the business and not really taking care of the business part of it. So business owners could use tax planning to pay quarterly estimated taxes. Business planning could look like what to do if your business does owe. Do you have to work out a payment plan? What do you need? Everybody's tax situation is different and unique, and tax planning is meant directly for you or your business needs.
So, do you guys have like a booklet or something that you have maybe online to kind of identify what category I'm in? You know, not me personally, but you know, if I don't know where I am at this point. Like I do know on my job, some of the young ladies, their taxes, because they switched companies, and they were not being charged the whole half of the year. Their taxes were not right. You know, the withholding was not right. So for those individuals, it wasn't their fault, but they had to figure out what to do after that.
Well, we don't want you to figure it out. We want taxpayers and business owners and individuals to make an appointment because we are a personal service. It's one thing to gather information from here or there online, but when it's as important as your tax situation, make an appointment. We have virtual appointments. You can come in personally, bring your documents. We are more than just tax preparation.
Absolutely love it. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back after these messages. Okay, if you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned in to Make It Sense podcast. So Make It Make Sense podcast right here. And we have the beautiful, beautiful Katrina Peele here. And she is just telling us all this good knowledge of information. I've already put it in my back pocket, so y'all can have it. Well, yeah, call them on group and y'all can get it. I'll share it with you. So how you feeling now? You feeling real good about this whole situation?
Absolutely.
See, you know why? Because you know your stuff. That's why. Because you know your stuff.
We don't just do taxes at the Moon Group. We know taxes.
Y'all live taxes. So we got another question. You ready for another question?
Yes.
Okay, let's make it happen. Okay. Sometimes life gets busy. What should I do if I have not filed my tax returns for the last year or even the last few years?
Sometimes hot girl summers extend into fall, winter, spring, and all about the deadline, and it happens, actually more frequently than you know. And so the first answer is, again, because we are a personal service, book an appointment with the Moon Group. Let's figure out what's going on. And the main goal is to get you or your business compliant with the IRS. Sometimes people choose not to file because they may not be anticipating a refund. Deadlines are not important if you feel like you're going to owe, but Uncle Sam likes his money. And so what we would really like to do is for you to keep more money in your pocket, because if you don't file, then you have failure to file and failure to pay. There are penalties, and it costs more and more and more. So the answer is book an appointment.
Book an appointment.
Take that first step, and let's get you compliant. And my Uncle Sam is always ready to take your money, always ready to help you get a good standing.
But you know, this kind of remind me when Deidre was here. It's kind of, I feel like I'm getting spanked. She gonna put you in your place. I love it. You know, and the thing is, to have someone that's, you know, we're laughing and having fun, but this is real. This is real business, and you really do need to stay in compliance, because people do go to jail for not filing their taxes. People do. This is serious. We're making it fun today, but at the end of the day, this tax stuff is nothing to play with. And you also want, especially for the new businesses, because we're doing our hot girl summer and we're doing new businesses and all this cool, fun stuff, but you still have to be in compliance. And so that's what she's really telling us, the things that we really need to do. And we need to work together by pulling in the right direction. And so, and if you know someone that has their own business and does not have an accountant or someone to give them tax advice, you know, the Moon Group is here for you. So you need to make sure that you share this video, and you know, it's going to be on radio as well, but make sure you share this to your friends, because, you know, word of mouth makes a big difference, especially when you want personal services, and that's what this company offers. It makes you feel really, really good. So, ready for another question?
Ready.
Oh my goodness, she always ready. We are, I think, on question is that number 5? I think, let's see, how many have we done so far? We're on number 5. Oh, we're moving along.
Moving along.
Girl, I'm so proud of you. Okay, so staying focused. See, we need to stay focused.
Focus.
We need to stay focused.
It's hot outside.
It is. But I know I look good in my yellow. I can't wait till I get my t-shirt in. All right. Okay, so question number 5. Staying focused means if we stay ready, you don't have to get ready right before tax season. What are some common business deductions that can help maximize savings?
Common business deductions. If you are wherever you are at your entrepreneurial stage, whether you are a ride share contractor, whether you're an influencer, business expenses are business expenses. So let's say that you with your friends, it's a hot girl summer, and you guys come up with a great business idea, and you decide, okay, I'm going to work this from home. So one of the first business deductions is if you have a dedicated space in your house to exclusively conduct business, we would love to be able to help you to maximize your home office deductions. That means in your house. I'm not saying the laundry room, I'm not saying the kitchen table. It needs to be that you have identified some square footage in your house that you will exclusively conduct business. And so in your house, it's just like if you were to have a brick and mortar office, there are expenses. So you would keep track of your utilities. Are you using the internet to conduct business? Power, water, electricity. Depending on your industry, your home can service as your home office. So the making sure that business owners have that dedicated space if they have a home office. When you have a home office, next deduction are office supplies. Are you purchasing printer ink? Do you have ring lights?
Yes.
Do you have anything that you would have in a brick and mortar office, and you have that in your home? We want to do that because business owners, when you have an LLC, the Schedule C is what we use for your tax return. And there are various categories where you would maintain all of your expenses for advertising, for your merchandise, for if you are paying someone to assist you with contract labor. So there are lots of benefits to starting that business at home on a food truck, whether you're in your car being mobile. That's where you have that personal relationship with your tax professional to make sure that you get all those deductions. When you're using your vehicle, and you use it well, not exclusively. Some people can you have a vehicle exclusively for business, but let's just say that you are starting out, and that means that you would keep your receipts for your oil changes, when you rotate your tires, when you have maintenance. You're not going to get the full part, but a deduction every little bit helps. Here in Hampton Roads, if you are conducting business throughout our area, you have tolls that you're paying for. So vehicle deductions are very important. What people normally look over is if you have business deductions, you can also keep track and submit your business, your personal property tax. If you have your vehicle that you are using, you pay your taxes on that to the city. Keep up with all of your deductions. It's okay if you don't know everything. We're here to help.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go back. You know me, got to ask these questions. Okay, so now I'm working in my home. I've dedicated a room in my home to do my business. Okay, so you're telling me that the electricity that I'm using in that room, I have a brand new printer, I have a computer, I have a pencil sharpener. I mean, whatever I need to do my business, that can be considered at my home. That could be considered.
Yes, those are your business related expenses that are necessary when you are everything that you need to conduct your business there. Your business in your home is just as valid as if you were to have an office in a brick and mortar place.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, let me ask you this. Is it better to have business in your home or better to have a brick and mortar?
That's the beauty becoming an entrepreneur, you get to have that freedom of choice.
I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So see, this is something new, especially for the people, because a lot of people were in the working for other companies, right? In there, getting up, getting in their car, driving all this time. But now a lot of people are staying home and they don't realize this is something that they can use and utilize when they're doing their taxes.
Yes. And when you are working, when you have a dedicated home space, or even if you are conducting business, you will get to the point where you will use your vehicle not only for personal, that makes that Target run and that Walmart run a lot more efficient.
I love it. See, you guys, you're missing out. You have to, again, go to the Moon Group's website. You see all this stuff scrolling around across the bottom there? Go to the Moon Group's website and see what they have to offer. They even have appointments that you can set up online. Yes, you just go in, you can set up the appointment right then and there. They also have an automated section. So if you don't want to come in, like she said before, you don't want to come in, you can upload your files. You can, this is so easy. I mean, anyone can do it. Maybe Kevin can't do it, but anybody can do it. Anyone, Kevin can do it. Kevin got this, right?
Kevin's got
Kevin
because
got
Kevin
this.
has that.
See, there you go. So, hey, Kevin got it. And so, but anyway, all jokes aside, this is like the main thing that you guys really, really need to focus on, because if you got all these things that this lady is telling us, what are you waiting on? Now you're scared to do your taxes because you don't know how to put A and B together to make C and D. Here it is right here. Here's the power right here. Ready for another question?
I am ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So we got you, Dr. Ron. Staying focused means no commingling. So I got that part. Why should business and personal expenses be kept separately? That's a hard one for me.
The IRS.
Uncle. You and
Okay.
that uncle.
Our
again.
uncle,
Boy.
no one likes being audited. That totally puts puts ice on a hot girl summer. So you are
Come on now.
commingling. You keep your business expenses, you track them through your business bank account.
Okay.
Have a separate bank account for those expenses. A lot of times people get so caught up in, oh, I must do this, I must do that. Depending on where you are in your journey, you might just have a separate checking account that you only use just for business. If your business is growing, it has a little bit more maturity, you explore the correct banking options for you. A business bank account might require you to have a certain amount of your daily balance.
Right.
If your business is not there yet, go ahead and just have another bank account just for the where your business income goes. Now, in that account, please do not go get a tattoo. Do not go get your nails done. Go, do not. So we want to make sure that we have all our business expenses to go through the business bank account to be compliant. No, again, no one wants to be audited.
Oh, gotcha, man. Okay, so you guys heard that. So don't commingle. Commingling is not where it's at. That's a no-no. That's a complete no-no. So let's do this other question then. So speaking of tracking, how should business owners handle recording mileage?
Oh, that is important because that's another important deduction for business owners, making sure that you keep track of the mileage. That means that you could either use paper and pencil, you can go old school. Some people write it in a notebook, what the start mileage is, what the end mileage is. Sometimes you can download or you can purchase a mileage log with that same information. You would put where you're going, the reason, how is it related to your business. But most people use a tracking app on their phone that they download, regardless if they are iPhone or Android. They can team iPhone. So a mileage app. And the benefit of a mileage app is that at the end of the year, when you are getting organized for tax preparation, most of the apps, they can compile your information into a PDF which makes it so easy for your taxes.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And I remember I used to do my mileage through Google, and it tells exactly where I was and the mileage and the time. And I love that because that was a no-brainer for me for that. So I like that. So we're gonna try to wrap it up a little bit. And I have another question that I want to ask you before we go. So at the Moon Group Tax and Accounting Solutions, we have a rule. We have a rule, right? Make it make sense. What tips do you have for keeping business records organized?
Organization, bookkeeping. We offer bookkeeping services at the Moon Group, Tax and Accounting Solutions. Sometimes some business owners have organization they keep up. They log their expenses and income on something as simple as Google or, Excel or Google Sheets. We just want to make sure that you are organized, that you are able to track your income, that you're able to track your expenses, and you know how much your business has grown, or if you need to make some new income guidelines. Stay organized. Dedicate one day, a minimum of one day a month, for your business self-care. Take care of your bookkeeping. Make sure your checking account is
Business
reconciled.
self-care. I love it. I love it.
Every month, you want to know, do you have any outstanding debits? Do you have any invoices? Do people owe you some money? Be organized, keep that ready. But if you are busy in your business, we can handle your bookkeeping.
Ooh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh my God. Okay, so do you have any final advice for our listeners or our viewers so they can stay focused on the hot girl summer?
Yes. Make sure you have a relationship with your tax professional. Tax laws change all the time. Congress can change them at any moment. So what might have worked for you last tax season could be different this year. They might have decided to change what standard deductions are. And so they might change what tax benefits were with the last presidency that's coming with this one. So make sure that you have a relationship. Don't just come during tax preparation season. Tax planning is all year.
Oh, I absolutely love it. So tell people how to get in contact with you.
Go to our website, www.themoongroup.net. You can make an appointment there. We have a host of services. Some are free, some are paid. Transparency, how much our services are. We would love to work with you.
Absolutely love it. Okay. So, guys, Make It Make Sense podcast will be back next month, same time, right here on SKST Radio. And thank you, Miss Katrina, for being such an informative person of our services. We love it. We absolutely love it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, until next month, right here, Make It Make Sense podcast.